So I bet you thought we weren't getting any fantasy football videos this year. Well,
Surprise, motherfucker.
because here we go. Okay, so to be honest with you guys, I hadn't planned on making any fantasy football videos this year because I'm pretty busy. But since I had some free time this week and because it's week 6, which is basically the midpoint of the season, the part of the season where we start to separate the contenders from the pretenders, I thought this would be a fitting way to reintroduce ourselves to these videos. And so let's talk about week 6. Okay, so the first matchup I'll talk about is the one that I was involved in which my team went up against. And let me tell you, I mopped the floor with this dude because I was up 100 points or more after the first set of games.
I got you! Go! Go!
Stop! Stop! He's already dead.
But to make matters worse, this dude's team is named Damn Jameis. And the star of my team is, in fact, Jameis Winston. And so it's almost like he beat himself up.
Watch this, baby!
He's dead! Motherfucker!
And now the next matchup is between two teams battling for last place. We have the Boilermakers going up against the generically named The Champs. And to little fanfare, the Champs ended up winning the matchup, which leaves the Boilermakers at 1-5 and struggling to keep pace with the rest of us. But he'll get no pity from us, as he should know by now, because we're all trying to be champs and we all want the bragging rights. So at this point, he shouldn't expect any help from anybody. You got to pick yourself up because nobody's going to help you up. Now, in the next matchup, Elite Baller got dominated by Red Zone Assassin. And let me tell you, Elite Baller had plenty to say about the matchup. Check out my exclusive interview with Elite Baller. Brian, you seem quite a bit upset over this loss. Is that because you've known your opponent your whole life?
Well, I've been knowing him since he was toddlers. And little babies, so they couldn't talk.
So does that mean this loss is hitting you a little harder than usual?
Sure, like, completely. It made me feel like something been stuck with a knife.
Well, I'll be praying for you, Brian, to bounce back in week 7. You take care.
And cut.
This motherfucker here, boy. And now in the next matchup, we have the Jaybirds battling against Broken Promise. And Broken Promise won this matchup after the Monday night game. And I know from personal experience that when you're winning all throughout Sunday and then you lose on Monday, that's got to sting.
Well,
Oh no!
And now in the last matchup of the week, we have the Rec Hall Wrecking Crew getting the win over Best in the World. But you know what? Best in the World wasn't the least bit upset about it because this gave him more time to work on his other hobby.
I had to fight my whole life. I could beat you up even if you had 1,000 knives. Even if you had infinity knives, I would punch you up into the air like a kite.
Alright, so this wraps up week 6. This might be a one-off video, meaning you won't see any more, just depending on my schedule. But the league has been great so far. We've had some competitive matchups. We've had tons of trades. Well, few of us have had tons of trades. I don't know about some of you, but you guys need to step it up in the trade department if you want to win in this league. But that's all. At this point, I usually do the top 3 performers at each position. But since this is kind of like the the mid-season wrap-up. I'll do the top 3 performers up to this point for each position. So if this is the last video you see of this year, then good luck to you guys for the rest of the season, and be there at my ring ceremony.